Morning, people. Happy Monday to everybody. So we got another patient. It's a Volvo car hauler. You guys see a bunch of these videos from car haulers. Buddy mine owns it. He's like brother to me, and I kind of work on his stuff quite a bit. So the story with this truck, it had a problem with the radiator, so it constantly was blowing radiators out. So I put about 2 radiators in it. Or 2 I think. So radiator's fine now, but his fan hub, so the driver was complaining it was leaking air someplace, and I told him, I says, most likely it's your fan hub because the fan stays on all the time. But since this truck some sort of has a warranty, they don't know exactly until you bring it to Volvo. He brought it to Volvo, it's not warranty, so they did diagnostics to find it, what's leaking, and they come to conclusion the fan hub is leaking. I already told him the fan hub is leaking, so it needs to be replaced. So let's look at the fan hub real quick. It's a Volvo engine. The fan hub is actually, it looks complex, but it's fairly easy to get in. So it's right there. I think if I take the shroud out, what the shroud is being separate, there's a bolt, and the same thing on the other side. And I can take this tube off, and slide everything out of there. Or even if I leave the fan in there, I should be able to get in, and it needs a new belt. Get in and remove this fan hub. So it looks pretty simple. I wouldn't say it's very complicated, but here's the story. So Volvo charged them $380 for the diagnostics. That is insane. And it's almost $500 for the fan hub. Think a minute. You just seen what it takes, so I will show you again. See that blue part? That's the fan hub. So fan, shroud. Maybe I gotta take the tank off. Like, it's no big deal. To me, looks like it's no big deal. They told him it's $500 for the fan hub and $1,600 worth of labor to replace this thing. How? Somebody explain to me how. The weirdest thing about it, to replace the radiator, it's $1,600. They charging $1,600 to replace the fan hub, which it looks easy than replace the radiator. What I charge them for replacing radiators on 8 hours. By the time I clean up, because it's a mess, you can drain it. So, and I mean, I take my time on it. But to replace the fan hub, $1,600 plus parts, I think it's a little ridiculous. So, but Volvo, the best semi truck. One guy told me if it's not a Volvo, it's not a truck. Known for ripping people off. So, anyways, but that's the story. So if you bring in your stuff to the dealer to get something done, I have to fix a plug up here too. Yeah, be careful, because that is, in my opinion, I understand everybody's got to make a living off of it. Yeah, you got to make money, and but it's literally highway robbery. And I'll be honest with you, anytime I do any work, I usually throw another half an hour on it or something like that. It's just the way it is. By the time you clean up and do everything else, it's it kind of adds up. But you got to be reasonable to the guy too. You can rip people off. So that's all I got, people. So if you go to Volvo, be careful. But the truck looks good besides the cab. I wish it would be Peterbilt.